The lecture hall was already packed when Amara Lewis walked in, clutching her backpack and schedule with trembling hands. It was her first day at Ridgeview University, one of the most prestigious schools in the country. She'd worked her whole life to get there, top grades, full scholarship, endless nights studying. Her mother had cried when the acceptance letter came. But as Amara stepped into her first college class, the chatter around her quieted. She scanned the rows of students, smiling nervously. 2 empty seats were beside a group of freshmen, a blonde girl, a football player, and a boy in a designer hoodie. "Hey," Amara said softly. "Is anyone sitting here?" The blonde girl looked up, hesitated, then turned to her friends. They exchanged glances, and shook their heads almost in sync. "Actually," the girl said coldly, "these seats are taken." Amara looked around. No bags, no jackets, just empty seats. "Oh, okay," she said quietly, moving toward the back. As she sat down alone, the whispers began. "She's only here because of the diversity quota. Bet her parents didn't pay a cent." Amara stared straight ahead, blinking fast. But what no one knew, not the whisperers, not the smug faces up front, was that those very words would soon echo across the entire campus. Because in less than 24 hours, the dean would walk into that same lecture hall and make an announcement that would flip every judgment, and every whisper, on its head. Amara tried to focus on the lecture, scribbling notes to distract herself. The professor spoke about ethics and leadership, but all she could hear were the murmurs behind her. "Did you see her bag? Probably fake. She's sitting all the way back there because she knows she doesn't belong." Her chest tightened. By the time class ended, she felt invisible, or worse, unwanted. Outside, she called her mom. "Hey, baby! How was your first class?" Amara hesitated. "It was okay." Her mom's voice softened. "Just okay?" Amara forced a laugh. You know, first day nerves. But deep down, she felt something she hadn't felt in years, doubt. Had she really earned her spot? Or was she just the university's checkbox for diversity? That night, she went to the library. She stayed until closing, reviewing notes, reading ahead, refusing to let anyone think she didn't belong. When she left, she passed a bulletin board outside the dean's office. Pinned there was a flyer. "Tomorrow, Dean's welcome address, 10 a.m. in the main hall." Amara sighed. Another speech. Another polite welcome that would mean nothing. She didn't know that this particular speech would change her life. The next morning, she returned to the same lecture hall. The same students. The same seats. Again, the 2 front seats were empty. Amara paused, then decided not to ask. She walked to the back again. The blonde girl noticed and whispered, "Guess she learned her place." They laughed. But then, a voice echoed from the doorway. "Good morning, everyone!" It was Dean Harper, a tall woman in her 50s, respected, composed, known for her no-nonsense integrity. Students straightened up immediately. She smiled politely. "I hope your first week has been welcoming." A few awkward glances darted across the room. Dean Harper continued, "I wanted to stop by this class for a reason. Because every year, this room hosts some of the brightest new students at Ridgeview." She paced slowly, scanning the faces. "And one of you, right here in this class, has already made Ridgeview history." The room buzzed. "History?" someone whispered. Dean Harper smiled. "Yes. You see, one of your classmates earned not just admission, but the highest academic scholarship ever awarded by this university. Top of the national applicant list." Heads turned. Amara looked up, confused. Dean Harper continued, "Her essay on perseverance and ethics scored a perfect mark from every evaluator. And today, I wanted to meet her in person." The dean looked around the room. Then her eyes landed on Amara. "Ms. Lewis," she said warmly, "would you please stand?" Gasps filled the air. Amara froze. "Me?" The dean nodded. "Yes, you. Please." Slowly Amara stood. Every head in the room turned, even the blonde girl's. Dean Harper smiled. Everyone, meet Amara Lewis, recipient of the Ridgeview Presidential Scholarship, full tuition, research grant, and direct mentorship under our ethics department. She scored higher than any student in our national pool. Silence. Then whispers, this time of shock. She got the presidential? No way. That's the biggest one. The blonde girl's face turned pale. Dean Harper continued, Ms. Lewis didn't just get here because of a quota. She's here because of brilliance. Because she earned it. Every word of her application was a reflection of leadership, empathy, and strength, qualities we expect from every Ridgeview student. Then she paused. And to those who think seats in this room are reserved for certain kinds of people, let this be your lesson. Excellence has no color. Dignity has no label. The room was silent. Dean Harper nodded at Amara. We're proud to have you here. Applause erupted, loud and genuine. Amara's hands shook. She smiled nervously, whispering, Thank you. The dean turned to leave, but before she did, she said one more thing. Oh, and Ms. Lewis, those front seats. She glanced toward the row where the students had refused her. They're yours now, if you'd like them. Laughter and applause followed as Amara walked to the front, head high, eyes forward. She sat down in one of the empty seats. The blonde girl turned slightly, cheeks flushed, eyes downcast. For the rest of the lecture, no one whispered. No one laughed. And for the first time since she'd arrived, Amara felt something powerful, belonging. That evening, she called her mom again. Mama, she said, voice trembling. Guess what happened today? Her mom chuckled. You made a friend? Amara smiled. Something like that. When she told her what the dean said, her mother went silent for a moment. Then, you see, baby? You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. You just have to walk in it. Amara whispered. Yeah. I know that now. She looked out her dorm window, watching the sunset reflect off the campus buildings, the same ones she dreamed of since she was 12. And for the first time, she didn't feel like she was visiting someone else's dream. She felt like she owned it. By the next day, everyone on campus knew her name. Whispers turned into admiration. The same students who'd refused to sit beside her now asked her for notes, project partners, and advice. But Amara never gloated. She just smiled, offered help, and carried herself with quiet confidence. Because she understood something they didn't. Respect earned through achievement lasts longer than validation begged through approval. Dean Harper's announcement became a campus legend, a yearly reminder that prejudice doesn't survive exposure to truth. Months later, when Amara was elected student representative, she opened her first speech with a line that echoed the dean's words. Excellence has no color. Dignity has no label. And the crowd, every student, every background, stood to applaud. If you saw someone being treated unfairly because of how they look, would you speak up or stay silent? Tell me in the comments below. Your voice could be the one that changes someone's world. If stories of strength, courage, and justice move you, hit like, share, and subscribe for more real and inspiring stories that remind us. The only seat that matters is the one you earn.